All right, let's dive right into something that I think pretty much everyone is feeling these days. How to find just a little bit of peace in this crazy, noisy digital world we live in. And we're going to do it by looking at some wisdom that's, well, thousands of years old, but you'll see it's never been more relevant.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Do you ever just feel just completely overwhelmed by it all? You know, the constant pings, the endless scrolling. It's a lot, right?
And if you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. It's this shared experience, this constant digital noise that just leaves us feeling, well, anxious, exhausted, kind of restless inside, and the biggest irony of all, disconnected from the actual life that's happening right in front of our eyes.
So let's actually put a name to this. We're going to call it the digital noise problem. And it really is this huge paradox of our time, isn't it? How can we be more connected than ever before in history, but feel so fundamentally disconnected?
And here's the crazy part, the real trap. We get caught in this weird feedback loop. We feel stressed out by our phones, so what do? We pick them right back up. We look for a distraction, for that little hit of relief. We're literally searching for peace inside the very thing that's causing all the stress.
But what if there's a better way? This is where we can turn to some really timeless wisdom. We're going to explore something called the middle way, which is all about finding a sense of balance, a path right between the chaos of technology and our own inner peace.
And this quote, wow, it just gets right to the heart of everything. Peace is not found in the noise. It is found in the silence between thoughts. See, the goal isn't to get rid of all the noise. That's impossible. It's about finding that quiet space in between.
So how do we actually do that? This isn't just some nice idea. It's a real practical path. We're going to walk through 4 clear steps you can start taking today to get your focus and your sanity back.
So here's our roadmap. First up, we're going to talk about being mindful of your mind. Then, we'll see why silence can be our greatest teacher. After that, we'll get into what it really means to live in the present moment. And finally, we'll wrap up with a super simple daily detox. So let's break it down.
Okay, step 1 is mindfulness. Now, this isn't about beating yourself up or feeling guilty. It's the exact opposite. It's about just observing, becoming a silent watcher of your own habits. Because that simple act of awareness, it changes everything. It gives you the power to make a different choice.
And to make this real, you can start by asking yourself a few honest questions. You don't even have to answer them right away, just let them sit with you. You know, how many hours am I actually spending scrolling? How do I feel after a long session on my phone? Am I energized or am I totally drained? And the big one, am I really present with my family and friends?
Which leads us perfectly into step 2, actively seeking out silence. You know, back in the day, the noise might have been something else. But today, noise has a brand new form. It's notifications, it's endless reels, it's a constant stream of messages. It's the same fundamental distraction, just repackaged for the 21st century.
And the promise here is just so powerful. When you intentionally step away from all that input, when you give yourself a moment of real silence, you finally create enough space to hear your own voice again. Not the internet's voice, not everyone else's opinion, but your own true self.
And this brings us to step 3, which is the ultimate cure for digital distraction, learning to live in the present. This quote says it all, doesn't it? Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Our devices are literally designed to do the opposite, to pull us into old photos from the past or to spin us up with anxieties about the future.
And just look at this contrast. On one side, you've got the digital world. It's pulling you all over the place, making you compare yourself to others, creating constant distraction. And on the other side, you have the present moment. And look how simple it is. When you're eating, you're just eating. When you're walking, you're just walking. When you're talking with someone, you're just listening. It's a simple idea, but it's totally revolutionary.
Now let's be really clear about something. Step 4 is not about throwing your phone in a river and moving to a cabin in the woods. This is about being practical. It's about a simple daily detox. It's not an escape from the world, it's just a deliberate pause to create a little bit of balance in your real everyday life. And here is a super simple, totally doable plan you could start tomorrow. In the morning, just try giving yourself the first 30 minutes of the day without a screen. Just sit quietly. During meals, put the screens away.
Actually taste your food. And at night, this is a big one, turn off the screens an hour before you plan to sleep. Read a book. Reflect on your day. These little habits, when you do them over and over, add up to a huge sense of calm.
Which brings us to our final and maybe our most important point. This whole thing, it's not really about technology. It's about your attention. It's about your focus. It's about your relationship with these powerful tools you hold in your hand every day.
So let's rethink what silence even means. It's not an empty, boring void. It's not just the absence of noise. Real silence, it's a full state. It's the actual presence of peace. So remember this, first and foremost, your phone is a tool. That's all it is. A very powerful one, for sure, but just a tool.
And a tool is wielded by its master. You are the master. You are the one in charge. You decide when to pick it up and when to put it down.
So please, do not let the tool become your prison. Don't let something that was designed to serve you end up trapping you instead.
And so I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. After hearing all this, after considering these steps, how will you choose to find your silence? Thanks for joining.